Plot: the film begins the planet of the Maximals, where the twisted transformer god Unicron, Coleman Domingo, is planning to make his plummet and consume the planet for power. Unicron sends his followers, the Terracons, drove by Scourge, Peter Dinklage, to recover for him the transwarp key, which would enable Unicron to get to limitless universes to consume. The Maximals: Applelink, David Sobolov, Basic, Ron Perlman, Eraser, Michelle Yeoh, Rhinox, likewise David Sobolov, and Cheetor, Tongei Charissa, set up their leave from the planet. However, Applelink stays behind to retaliate while giving Basic with the name Optimus Base. Scourge, a prize tracker, shows up and fights Applelink close by his cooler robots. While Applelink obliterates the coolers, Scourge mortally wounds Applelink, yet acknowledges past the point of no return that the Maximals have previously gotten away with the key. Unicron then continues to eat up the planet. 1994, Brooklyn. Previous Warrior, Gadgets master Noah Diaz, Anthony Ramos, lives with his mom Brianna, Luna Lauren Velez, and younger sibling Chris, dignitary Scott Vasquez. Chris experiences an infection, and the family is attempting to bring in cash for his prescription. Noah goes to the medical clinic and has no protection for his sibling to find support, and when he goes in for a new employee screening, he is told by the supervisor of the organization that he has dropped the meeting in the wake of addressing Noah's previous superior, who says he is courageous yet can't work in a group. Elena Wallace, Dominique Fishback, fills in as an understudy for a vainglorious display proprietor named Jillian, Sarah Stiles. Criminal investigators are at work on the grounds that a craftsmanship chief got busted and could have been keeping fakes. Elena affirms for Jillian what is true and what is phony. However, Jillian assumes praise for the discoveries. Elena then finds a statuette looking like Eraser, complete with the Transformers badge carved onto it. Jillian believes it's antiquated Sumerian, however Elena does all necessary investigation. Noah goes to his companion Smell, Toby Nwigwe, who persuades him to take a Porsche being kept in the carport of another organization so he can sell it. Noah figures out how to sneak in and tracks down the Porsche, breaking into it. Simultaneously, Elena utilizes a gadget to look further into the statuette, yet winds up breaking it and finding a piece of the transwarp key inside. This conveys a sign that stirs the Autobots, and Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, calls upon Honeybee, RC, Liza Koshy, and Illusion, Pete Davidson, the last option being the vehicle that Noah is at present inside. A safety officer gets Noah, which prompts Illusion to begin driving himself out of there. A pursuit across the city results, where Noah understands the vehicle is driving itself. As the police draw nearer, Hallucination shows his powers by making deceptions of himself to divert the police, permitting him and Noah to move away. Illusion carries Noah to an office where he transforms into his Autobot structure, which monstrosities Noah out. Optimus and RC are none excessively satisfied to track down a human among them. However, Honeybee is really trusting, and Illusion thinks Noah is fine. Optimus makes reference to that the key has conveyed a sign and that they need to pursue it so they can get back to Cybertron. Noah joins Hallucination as they advance to the Craftsmanship Gallery to get the key, yet Scourge and his Terracon friends Battletrap, likewise David Sobolov, and Nightbird, Michaela J. Rodriguez, are now on the planet and are pursuing the key too. Noah enters the gallery and surprises Elena, who believes he's a gatecrasher. After a battle, Noah attempts to make sense of that he really wants the key, which Elena actually doesn't realize that is the thing she's holding, and Elena possibly accepts him when Scourge shoots an opening through the wall and kills a safety officer. As the Terracons endeavor to assault, the Autobots appear for the fight to come. While Optimus and Honeybee endeavor to pursue Scourge, the dangerous Terracon pierces Honeybee and shoots him in the chest, killing him while Optimus can watch with dismay. Before Scourge can take Optimus as well, Eraser flies in and drives Scourge and the others away, however he has taken the vital half with him. Scourge gets back to Unicron and finds that it's just 50% of the key, which makes the god fiercely rebuff his pupil. Eraser makes sense of the circumstance for the Autobots, in addition to Noah and Elena verifies that the other portion of the vital should be in Peru, in light of the readings she turned upward. Prior to leaving, Noah gets back to see Chris, however hallucination appears and makes his presence self-evident. Noah clears up his main goal for Chris and advises Delusion to vow to protect his sibling. To get to Peru, the posse goes inside Stratosphere, John DiMaggio, an Autobot that transforms into a week-old plane. On the way, Noah lets Elena know that they ought to annihilate the way to forestall Unicron's appearance, regardless of whether it implies the Autobots will be stuck on the planet. When they show up, they meet with a nearby Autobot named Wheeljack, Cristo Fernandez, who guides them to their area. Delusion likewise gives Noah a gadget that folds over his wrist on the off chance that he wants to protect himself. Noah and Elena enter an underground cave in the wake of tracking down Transformers images and advance down. Tragically, the Terracons have shown up also, and Scourge sends more coolers to pursue Noah and Elena. The two find a sepulcher where the key should be, yet find it void with the exception of certain engravings that Elena records on paper. At the point when they are spotted, they make a run for it, and the Autobots follow. During the pursuit, Optimus promises retribution for Honeybee by attempting to pursue Scourge, while the others take on Battletrap and Nightbird. Eraser joins the battle, yet she gets set apart by Scourge with one of his weapons. The others scarcely escape. Noah and Elena leave the caves and end up in a wilderness where they are stood up to by Base and the other Maximals. The Autobots appear at protect the people until Eraser tells Base that they are partners. He lets the others know that he and the Maximals moved the other key half away to guard it. The Maximals guide everybody to a close-by town that they secure and impart a union to the people that live there, as they are the ones keeping the other key half protected. Afterward, Basic shows Optimus crude energy that can be utilized to restore Honeybee, however it requires an enormous flood of energy. In the meantime, Elena tells Noah perhaps they shouldn't annihilate the key and analyzes him to Optimus, as they are both older siblings paying special attention to their families. In the first part of the day, Eraser has become completely ruined by the dim energy that Scourge contaminated her with. She starts to go after until the other Maximals attempt to stifle her. Basic attempts to hold her down, yet Eraser instructs him to do what he needs to do, so he crushes her until she separates and kicks the bucket. Noah additionally jumps all over a chance to obliterate the key with the wrist gadget, however Optimus begs him not to do as such until he yields. Sadly, this offers Scourge a chance to hold onto the key and advance back to Unicron. Scourge and the Terracons intertwine the two parts of the key together and make a stage over a fountain of liquid magma to bring Unicron. After Optimus and Noah understand their activities have compounded the situation, the Autobots and Maximals, and Noah and Elena, combine efforts to stop the lowlifes unequivocally. Elena utilizes the markings she found to think of a code that can debilitate the key. The Legends then rush into fight, with Basic directing Rhinox and Cheetor to transform into their Transformers bodies to battle against the approaching crowd of Scorponokes. Hallucination assists Noah and Elena with finding a passage highlight get up to the stage to enter the code. Optimus and Basic then, at that point, collaborate with Terror Battletrap separated before Base crushes his head with his own destroying ball. Unicron begins drawing nearer to Earth, with his presence arriving at different urban areas like back in New York. At the point when Noah draws nearer, Scourge endeavors to kill him, however Delusion utilizes his body to safeguard Noah before he is additionally killed. Be that as it may, Delusion can move part of his body to the wrist gadget to make a suit for Noah to use fighting subsequent to hearing Chris conversing with him over Illusion's radio. The energy waves from the key likewise figure out how to charge the energy, resurrecting Honeybee. He enters the fight and continues to assist with making something happen, including him flying high up with Nightbird and destroying her. Optimus fights Scourge, almost winning until Scourge impacts the PC being utilized for Elena to enter the key, delivering it futile. Optimus dismantles Scourge prior to ripping his head off and afterward setting out to annihilate the Vital himself to keep Unicron from drawing nearer. The key detonates, causing a vortex that sends Unicron away, however almost pulls Optimus with it until Base and Noah assist with pulling him back. While Unicron might in any case be out there, the Autobots and Maximals recognize their triumph and head out in different directions. Noah and Elena fly home in Stratosphere, and he gets back to Chris and their mother. Later on, Noah is up for another new employee screening. He meets a man named Specialist Burke, Michael Kelly, who realizes about Noah being in Peru and working with the Autobots. However, Noah attempts to deny it. Burke offers Noah an opportunity to join a mysterious government association, in any event, ensuring that Chris' clinical costs will be covered. Noah is extraordinarily grateful and looks as Burke goes into a mystery room loaded up with vehicles, devices, and other highly confidential things. Noah then, at that point, takes a gander at Burke's business card and learns the name of the association, G.I. Joe. During the credits, Noah is with Smell as he is repairing delusion. Smell believes it's futile until Noah calls upon hallucination to turn on, and the Autobot reawakens gladly. The end. Thanks you.